With over 200 years of railway history now in the banks of time, it's no surprise that the further back you go, the more difficult it gets to make accurate, historical models of railway stock. At the same time, following the pioneering era of railways, there was an explosion of railway companies, engine prototypes, and rolling stock variation. Far too much to ever be economically viable as tooled models to purchase. Rapido, though, have sought a compromise by providing generic pre-1923 pre-grouping coaches to try and cover this period and provide something for modelers to run, collect or customise. This is Rapido's Evolution range of coaches, and it hopes to offer a lot to many a modeler. Rapido promise a lot, such as fully decorated interiors, lighting, and extras to fit for a tidy sum of £59.95 per coach at the retailers. In the modern model market, that seems like a good deal, especially as more expensive coaches come without most of these features. The coaches come in various liveries, with different ones offering either elliptical, arc, or clerestory roof designs, and separate fitted details either depicting electric or gas-powered lighting. Thus, I'm very eager to see what the Evolution coaches are like in person. My coach of choice has taken a while to arrive, and it's the composite coach in LNWR livery. Rapido have also tooled up first class, third class, full brake and brake third coaches. I'm a sucker for anything LNWR, and the product code for this coach is 978012. I must say I do like the box design, and the size makes it feel very compact, unlike the giant boxes Accurascale send their models in. Inside is a little information booklet covering the separate accessories that come with the model, including screw-link couplers, brake pipes, optional close couplers that resemble vacuum pipes, drop light windows and footboards. There are also instructions on how to access the interior by removing the roof, showcasing the lighting bar. This is what Bachmann's LNWR coach instructions were missing. Well, both how to remove the roof and also lighting, just completely. Rapido present it all so simply. Lighting control is via a magic wand and magnet, and there is even the option to adjust the lighting level to your preferred amount. I'm loving all the versatility we've been given already. And for completeness, here are the accessory bags. There's a lot of alternative windows, and couplings considering I just have the one coach, plus all the footboards and the all-important magic wand. And here is the coach itself, and visually, it's an incredibly pleasing bit of kit. I'll compare it to the livery of the Bachmann LNWR coach later, but on first impressions it's a pretty darn close match. There's a lot of fine lining, crests and lettering to appreciate, as well as the wooden centre wheels in the fox pattern bogies that have pickups so that track power runs the lights. The ends of the coaches are where you can find a lot of separately fitted detail, and while other coaches have had issues with footsteps being loose in the packaging, mine arrived all fitted intact. Separate lamp irons, door handles and handrails all bring out the quality of the tooling and design. The roof features separate vent details, but I'm more interested in getting the roof off and having a look inside. Underneath we have a plethora more separate details, including gas tanks and piping that look remarkably delicate and complex. With the roof off, we can see the light board, which also needs removing to get to the interior. This is not hardwired in place, but makes contact with pickups in the centre of the coach. The light board only works one way round, so you need to make sure the pickups and contacts of the board align. Underneath, we finally reach the best coach interior I have ever seen. You have textured seat upholstery, etched metal luggage racks, and even framed images. It is truly astonishing that Rapido have gone to such lengths here, but the cynical part of me asks, what's the point? I will seldom ever see all of this, and not modelling the interior to such a degree would have saved costs, allowing for a lower price which would have made the Evolution coaches even more affordable to more modellers. I'm impressed, but this is not a degree of detail I was calling out for. At the end of the day, it's not my model to produce or design, and this is the direction Rapido decided most of their customers wanted their models to go in. That's their choice. Here's a clearer view of the pickups, which are nice and inconspicuous between compartments and the luggage racks. On the scales, the Evolution coach comes in at 116 grams, notably lighter than Dappol's recent Auto coach and 14 grams less than Bachmann's LNWR coach. That's no doubt due to this being a smaller overall coach in length and other dimensions. The wheel gauging comes in at 14.6 to 14.7mm, which is a bit higher than the standard, but not far enough away to be a concern. So we have a lovely coach all round, inside and out. You'll have spotted the blue tack on the track, and that's because this coach is phenomenally free rolling. We'll see that now, and more, down on the layout. First things first, here is the lighting control in action. You just need to get the magnet within an inch of the coach to turn the lights on and off. Thanks to metal bearings, the coach will roll even on the slightest gradient or gift of momentum. Time to test the kinematic couplings, and to the surprise of nobody, my Bachmann President Hardwick is out to head this train. At the rear is the Bachmann LNWR ARC coach, which cost 50% more, and I really haven't run it often enough to get my money's worth yet. Now we can do a proper livery comparison, and at least on this particular point the scales tip in Bachmann's favour. The ARC coach's livery seems darker and richer than Rapido's by the smallest fraction, so they do not exactly match. From a distance and in natural lighting, the difference is negligible, but a small one does exist. Paint shades used by railway companies did vary in real life though, even among the fairly ubiquitous shades such as GWR green, depending on production batches. So there is not an inaccuracy here per se. It could be viewed as one of those unintentional variations that crop up in real life. Everything's coupled up successfully on the first attempt. That's what we like to see. Now for the points test. Hardwick has not been out for a while, but the coaches all make it across. They do it again, in reverse. Baseboard joins as well are tackled without issue. Now for a test lap. The Evolution coach makes it round the curving crossing and board join. Everything runs smoothly along Deltic's Pass as the train heads round by the farm and across the next crossing and join. Rapido, once again, have delivered a stellar model in all departments. While not based on a real prototype, they have really pushed to evolve not just the standards of modern models, but the ability of modelers to reach back in time to model earlier, more varied and niche locations to a convincing degree of approximation. I'm a champion for progress over perfection, and this evolution range allows a lot of model railways to step backwards in time. Hence Rapido are evolving backwards, but in a good way. On to my final verdict. Decoration. While the livery is not a perfect match to Bachmann's coach, I can't check it against the Hatton's ones, I don't have those to hand, the livery here is close enough and executed well enough to portray the LNWR non-corridor coach. Separate details are picked out in different colours where appropriate. It is neatly lined and all the decals are crisp and clear. The interior decoration is phenomenal. I'm definitely happy with this category. Details and features. These are abundant and miles above the other LNWR coaches on offer. There's lighting, interior detail, etched luggage racks, vacuum pipe couplings, drop light windows. I could go on. While there are things here I would be happy to live without, I am impressed and happy with what's included. Evolution gets a second point from me in this regard. Quality. The coach is mostly plastic, but I didn't spot anything amiss. All the footsteps are intact, and the design of the lighting arrangement was simple and effective. The roof is easy to remove and fit, though the lighting and roof can only be fitted one way round, so that is something to bear in mind. Overall, I had no qualms here. Top marks on quality. Performance. Again, no issues encountered. It's a perfect performer, which I'm very happy with. And finally, onto price. Compared to the Bachmann LNWR coach, this is a third cheaper and is packed with so much more in terms of features and parts. This is what the Bachmann coach should have been. The savings are no doubt down to tooling costs being spread across a whole range of Rapido's Evolution coaches, but seeing this singular coach in the flesh made me feel like a fool for cancelling my triple pack to get one of Bachmann's coaches. I could have gotten 3 excellent Evolution coaches instead of 1 or 2 Bachmann LNWR ones. Anyway, I am very happy with the value that the Rapido Evolution coach offers. Overall, that's an unsurprising score of 5 out of 5, making this coach, or any of Rapido's Evolution coaches, an essential item for any model railway. And that is exactly what this range of coaches was designed to be, an approximation of a non-corridor coach for anyone, modelling from the pre-grouping era all the way through to the British Railways era. I have some more coaches on order from the Evolution batches 2 and 3, so we'll see what they're like when they arrive. So what do you think of the Evolution coaches from Rapido? If you have picked some up, let me know which liveries and what you think of them. I think they're truly fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another review very soon. Take care.